don't know what it is, but you're kind of breathing. And, like, is that what does that add to your game, or is that some neat technique or something? Can you say that on the radio? Or?
No, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. It's a good question. It's a good question, and I heard different rumors. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. I have a friend of mine. He's working on an energy point acupressure, and he told me that sometimes that and I still don't know if I believe in it or not. But he said to me like there is a point behind the head, behind the skull, and the two meridian on the chest that I touch with my finger, and the point that I touch behind the skull, and you have to rub it to the energy. The energy sometimes because of the stress get blocked, and if you unleash it, it helps you recuperate faster. So even though I don't believe it, I'm very skeptic about it. I told myself, you know what, if I do it, I'm not gonna lose anything, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I don't lose nothing trying it, So it's like a wrong belief. It's like a belief, but I don't believe in it. So it's, you know what I mean. That's why I do that.
When you did it, did you ever feel an unleashing?
No, I never feel it. Like, I tell you the truth, I don't really feel anything. It's just like, I don't know why I've been doing it, and so far my fight things are going well when I do it. So it's like a
superstition sort of
superstitious type of thing. But I don't really believe. Like, I might I might forget to do it. Some fight I might do it, and I don't know. But it's just like, it's a friend of mine who does acupressure. Like acupuncture, like acupressure. He said there is two meridian. Located on the eye, the part of your chest, exactly where I press, and behind the skull. And when you touch that, when you're stressed, that energy is blocked sometimes because of your emotion. And he said when you do this, it releases the energy. That's an acupressure guy that told me that, a friend of mine. But if it's true or not, I don't know. I'm very skeptic, but I don't lose nothing trying it.
Right. Oh, that's cool, man.
That's a good question. That was a good question.
Oh, thank you, and thank you. Shane Colvin should have done that one, because, man, poor guy, he was gassed. I was hoping he won, But
I'm skeptic, I do believe that training is always the best thing to prevent that. But it's sometimes in a fight, when you try to
finish.
Carwin, I know he's training very hard. He might just cast out the first round and try too hard to finish Lesnar. Who knows?
Right. And another quick question, GSP. When you had, I know you've probably been asked this a lot of times, but I was telling some of my friends, when you had that armbar on Dan Hardy, it kind of looked like you looked at him a little bit, you were trying to look at the ref. You think the ref should have stepped in there and been like, oh, man, this guy's about to get his arm broken? Or, like, did you really try to pop that arm, like, so you can break? Because I know you seem like a really nice guy,
No. I would have... Look, I'm in the middle of a fight, and if I would have, my well-being is on the line, and if I have to break the arm to win the fight, if the guy doesn't want to tap, I'm gonna do it, because it's not my problem, it's his. I had the armbar, I made some technical mistake in the way that I was pulling the Jujigatemi. I made some technical mistakes, so it was a little bit loose. The angle wasn't good, and he was able to get out of it. And also the Kimura, I made some little mistake that gave him a loose as well. But Dan Hardy is a very flexible man. Right. There is only a few guys like that I've fought in the past. Jason Miller is one of them, and he's very flexible. And Dan Hardy are the two most flexible guys that I've fought. I was very, I got caught off guard by his flexibility. I couldn't believe it. I tried to. The mistake I did, I tried to pull this off mostly by strength instead of focusing on the technique that I should have done. And if I would have done it right, I would have popped his arm. He would maybe have tapped before that, or maybe his arm would have popped. Who knows? We'll see. Maybe next time we'll see.
Hey, well, thank you for the call, man. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, GSP, for your time, man. I'm always a big fan of yours. And hey, do me a favor, send some blood samples, because I'm pretty sure you're my dad.
Thank you.
All right, what the hell was that at the end? All right, Lisa's calling in from Hawaii. What's going on, Lisa?
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Glad to see George in the studio.
I'm always here, Lisa.
Yeah, every day.
And the other one as well.
Okay.
Aloha.
I just want to say I am a big fan of yours, even though I am in Hawaii, BJ Penn, but still GSP also.
There's something I don't understand. Every time I have a fan from Hawaii that come to me, He's like, "Hi George, I'm a big fan, but I'm sorry I'm from Hawaii." I'm like, "No, don't be sorry. You know, like it's not because I had problem with one guy from Hawaii that I had problem with every people in the nation of Hawaii. You know, it's no problem. I love Hawaii. I love Hawaiian people, and I don't have any problem with nobody else than BJ Penn in the past. But now everything is done, so it's all good. Don't worry about it."
Okay, perfect. Good to hear that. You need to do a Hawaii vacation then.
Of course.
The reason I was calling is I wanted to ask you, with your wrestling background and training with Kenny Florian, if you could maybe give some insight or breakdown on his fight coming up with Gray Maynard.
To tell you the truth, I would love to give you some insight, but I've been stuck here in Las Vegas for the last 6 weeks. So I know Florian have been in Montreal a couple times, but unfortunately for so far for his training camp for Gray Manor, I haven't been able to train with him for this one. But I'm sure he had a lot of good training partner in Montreal, and he trained with most of the guys that I train with, and I'm pretty sure he will be successful.
Okay. Well, with training with him in the past, how do you see that fight going?
Kenny Florian, the main thing that he has improved, I do believe, it's his boxing. His boxing is very sharp now. He has a great jab. His takedown defense is good. I'm pretty sure he's gonna succeed. I'm confident he's gonna beat Gray Maynard. It's not gonna be easy, but I think he will do it.
Awesome. Good to hear that.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks for taking my call.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Lisa, for the call.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, bye. We're going to go to Jose from Watsonville. What's going on? Jose, right?
Yeah, Jose.
What's up, Jose?
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, Garcia brothers? George.
How you doing?
Hi.
Hey, just real quick, I was there a couple of weeks ago with you guys. You guys brought me in after the show, right before the Portugal-Spain game. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yeah, of course.
Cool.
Your hometown is the home of something. What? The onion, the garlic, something, right?
Strawberries.
The strawberry, same thing. All right.
Yeah, George, I wanted to ask you, you're so humble and you always give your opponents respect and their props. I noticed, I was watching the videos of you right before you fought Matt Hughes, you kind of told him that you weren't impressed. I wanted to get your take on, was that just a psychological game you were playing with them, or what was going on there with the negative energy?
Oh God, this night it was terrible. I had a friend who was. First, I'm gonna tell you the whole process of it. Tell you a long story short. What happened? David Loiseau was fighting that night. He lost. I think it was against Mike Swick, I think. So what happened is I was walking the hallway and I saw Matt Hughes and all the guys like making fun of Loiseau. You know, already that David lost, I was pissed off, and they were making fun of David Loiseau, like saying that he was like a coward, like running around, that he was afraid to engage and stuff like that. So that's okay. I was already pissed off. So after the fight with BJ Penn and Matt Hughes, I know everyone tried to promote that fight, you know, because I wanted to have a fight for the title. And Matt Hughes took the mic, and what happened is, you know, because I was very close to the octagon, I couldn't hear very well, because when you're close to the octagon, the speaker are all the way up in the arena, so you can't really hear very well what they're saying. But I hear my name. I hear Joe Rogan talking about me, like saying my name. So I was 100% sure like Matt Hughes was going to say something bad, because in the past he already said something bad about me, about, you know, like Canadian and stuff like that. So I was already pissed off at this. So when I was talking, after I heard my name, I saw I saw Don House pointing me and screaming at me, "Come in the octagon, come in the octagon." So I couldn't really understand what he was saying, but I thought he was insulting me in public. So I was like, you know what, it's time to retaliate, you know. And so I jumped into the octagon and I said, "Hey, I'm not impressed," but which was a big mistake that I did, because he was not saying nothing bad, and I learned from it, made a mistake. I went to apologize in his locker room after that. I said I should have said that. It was disrespect. It was frustrating. I made a mistake. I'm a human being, and he accepted my apology, and that's it. I will never do that again. I never gonna do. I don't want to do. I don't want to challenge no one after a fight. I think it's disrespectful. The guy just won a fight, and then you step inside, that's his time to shine, and then you step inside to take away the moment of glory that he has. I think it's bad.